Okay, let's try to make this a quick video. So I'm gonna go up to my garage. So I first started season 2 with like Misties and shit. I like playing around with Suppress Shooter because it was good at the time, and Power Shooter as well. But you kind of just get deleted because there's just so many melees around. You pretty much have to have like a Swiftjet booster. So this was my one of my SS Magnum builds. I took them off because I think there's a better core than a Las Flam for this. And you can see, like, yeah, here's another SS Magnum build. You can see it's 290 cost, which is basically the cost of my SS Magnum. So the core that I chose on the SS Magnum was a Zero Saber Custom. It didn't really, like, it's very similar to my Las in terms of like costs, HP, like in terms of like the HP and the tech walks stat right here. This is my SS Magnum build. It's 2 high shooters and a Great Reach Alpha. You don't really have ammo problems with this gun, and that's kind of like you can really go like a lot of different things. Like you can go with 1 high shooter and then like a high speed and then a Great Reach instead. You'll get pretty similar stats, but the cheaper SS Magnum is the important part. But mine cost is 290. So if I save up on like that 20 cost for that build that I just showed you, I could probably like fit in more HP, or I can definitely max out my tech because this thing is 29 force, and at 29 force, there's actually another breakpoint at 40 tech. So at 37 tech versus 40 tech, so a face hit would be 42, and at 40 tech, the face hit would be 43. So there is a point of going 40 tech on the SS Magnum. And I have the Hero Scarf just for cosmetics. And like I was making builds, and like for some reason, like this combination, I don't know, like it gave me the amount of stats. I didn't really. I probably spent like an hour just deciding what parts to use on my bot. And then here's like basically an identical copy. It doesn't have like the 5 capacity one because it has like the last Flam leg over the Oka leg, but the rest of the and the Swiftjet is the beta instead of the alpha. So the only difference between this is just 5 HP. And you see the differences between this and this is 20 HP, this and this is also 20 HP. My other land, Crotax, I barely ever use them. I could probably just bench them right now. This one was actually the most fun, like in terms of, it's like a tank. Well, the point of it is to be a tank, because the Soul Eater, it's 10% of your HP if you get a kill, that's 84 HP a heal. Stun regain, it caps out at 20 toughness. So at 25 toughness, a soft stun would be 4 HP, hard stun is 19, and a spin stun is 39. Like the only way you're getting spin stun is by like a Baron at this 8 toughness, but you'll be healing a lot from hard stuns and soft stuns. So my theoretical HP on this thing can get over like 1000 HP easily, depending on how many kills you get, if I want to use a health pack or not, and just general stun regain. I think that does it for the lands. So onto the arts. I think the best arts right now is Hoverion. You should really use, don't copy my Hoverion. So you should be using the Heka leg. I think it's still in my garage somewhere. But yeah, so you should be using Hekata legs because you can fit more stats on it in terms of like tech, toughness, and HP. Because I'm sacrificing so many slots for this fly. While a Hekata's leg, all you need is that thing from Reveal, you can just tank these. But I play them for arena. I don't play them for clan fight. So I like mobile arts without the Hekata's legs in arenas. Because I made one and I wanted to like just die because it's just not my playstyle. Like I wasn't having fun. And then here is the pretty much the same Hoverion, but walk based. You should get this thing to 40 tech because these things are 24 force. There is a breakpoint at 24 force. versus the 38 that I have. But I have it at 39 tech because this thing is 34. So the very last breakpoint of the Havarion Grenade is at 39 tech. But at 24 force, so I have 3 weapons. Their last breakpoint is 40 tech versus it's really just 1 damage difference. We go 38 to 40, but that's 1 damage on like 3 different weapons. So ideally, you want to go 40 force. I feel like with Havarion, like this build is very free to play, except for the Swift Jets and the Swift Jet. Or you could just go with the Hekata closed leg if you pull it somehow, like with a DX coin. Yeah. So you could make this build instead. So it has. I use this one to lead for 428 range. It's just triple high reach. You want speed on your other arms, and this one just has rapid. Like I'm pretty starved on free capacity, but the build does very well. You can easily score like 10Ks with it. This is pretty cheating though, because I had like anti-good pocket healing me this entire game. So yeah. Oh, for the Estus Magnum, it does good for like just bullying smaller rooms. See, I have a crown on my head. I didn't die. I had I'm pretty sure like Dirtia was like pocket healing me this match. But yeah, this room was pretty bad. As you can see, is like these people are like no names on this roster. Okay, so for the other arts, the problem with Chloe was like she just doesn't deal the damage, and I think that's it. It's like that's all the bots I use for season 2. And now looking at the airs, it's really just I have like 2 alpha airs, and I have like the clan fight airs right here. So for the alpha airs, this is an Ariad. You can choose a Valiant Axler leg over to Nitrous leg. You'll be able to hit the 40 tech and probably more fly. But I chose the Tonitrus leg because I like the 50% reboost. It will let me stay in the air forever if I use it on cooldown. And I didn't really go for 40 tech because the only difference would be the Sea Turtle backer arm. So this thing is 6 force. The way that I built this is 6 force is just great rapid beta and another high rapid beta because you don't need range on it. And this one was, this is just over range. You just take the great reach alphas on it. So at 6 force, the last break point is 37 tech. Because like if you go 40 tech at 6 force, you're really not getting any more benefit. It's really just the Sea Turtle backer arm that will benefit from the 40 force, I think. Let's see. It stops at 38 tech actually. But anyway, so you have 6 force, that's also 6 force, and this is 6 force. So last breakpoint is 37 tech for those 3 weapons, except for this one, which is at 38 tech. So I could actually squeeze like some more damage on this, but the main things that are hitting are the Ariad bit and the Shadow Kinesis. My other alpha air, I kind of just threw it out of whim. It's basically the same concept, but since I use the Christas arms, you can just use a Valiant leg instead. And I have it on the Aquila core. So I stopped this thing at at 37 tech as well, because the main things that will be hitting is your Christas arms. I have like force and double high rapid betas on them for like just minus range, because these things over range anyways, no matter what you do on them. Yeah, it's the same concept. That like this is pretty much alpha airs. It does okay. And then my clan fight airs, this is my main bot. It's 40-40-20. You can actually drop the Beam Guard and the Revenge Guard because there's not really that many beams in clan fight and Revenge Shot. There was only like 1 match where I ever ran out of ammo, and that can be solved by just using an ammo refill. So I chose Paralyzed double Great Rapid Like I put 1 alpha in there because to save some cost on my other clan fight. So at 20 toughness is the main factor because you want to dogfight, and the main like anti-air, like the main air that is an anti-air is this build, and this thing will so at 36 force and 40 tech, this thing will face hit you for 53 damage. And at 20 toughness, it requires you to get hit with 55 damage to even stun you in the first place. So this build will let you take 2 power shooters to the face without getting paralyzed stunned. Because I tested this, you need to be stunned first for the paralyzed to even take into effect. Because like you'll always take 2 hits to the face, but if you get a back hit, you will get spin stunned. So this is like the same concept on the cheaper core. See, I just have Ascending Force. There should also be an Acceleral, but it's temporary. The difference between 39 tech and 40 tech, it's really not that much. So it's really just, it's only going to affect the back hit. So at 40 tech, you'll do 53.28, and times the back hit, you'll get back hit for 80 damage. At 39 tech, it's 57.07, so 52.704. 52.704 times 1.5. So this will round down to 79, while the 40 tech rounds up to 80 damage. So it's really not that much of a difference. It's really just for back hits, and they're getting spin stun anyways. So if your build can afford it, you can hit 40 tech if you want. It's not too important because you'll still be hitting them for the same amount to the face. I had to sacrifice Fly for this just to reach the 20 tough and the tech. That should be my it. I just played around with like the rest of these. They're really not worth mentioning. Anyways, that's it for my end of season 2 garage update. Thank you for watching.